Here it is, I present to you in all of its glory, the heaviest track the world has ever seen. Heard. So a couple of months ago, I made a video where I was attempting to make the heaviest track in the entire world. In my opinion, I smashed it. I did a great job. Not everyone shared my opinion, but I was happy with it, and it seems like a lot of other people were as well. And I stated at the end of the video that if anyone knew a track heavier than the one that I had created, which sounded like this, by the way. You can watch the whole video if you want, link in the description, but I basically said, if you know a track that's heavier than this one, link it below so I could take a listen to it and maybe I'd do a part 2. Now, I was already planning to do a part 2 anyway, because I knew even though what I made was good, I could do better. Now my plan was to go through the tracks that you guys commented and I could A/B them to the one that I made and figure out what, if it's actually heavier, if it's not, and then I'd have to make something heavier, but YouTube copyright obviously will be up my ass, so I can't really do that. But I did listen to a ton of the tracks you guys linked to me. Most of them, in my opinion, weren't heavier than mine, but some of them were, and that's why I have to do a part 2. I want Code Pandora, Mom. We have heavy stuff at home. Heavy stuff at home. You went about this like a Riddim producer. Yeah? Got a problem with that? Didn't think so. I love this, but check out Minotaur. Yeah, I did check out a lot of that, and some of that's going to be put into this episode. Have expected you just to remake BFG Division? Yes. I want more heavy, You'll get it. I'm sorry, sir, but you may have to seek some mental help. I also found some samples online that I might want to use here. They're just screams. That one's actually sick. And also, I took some screams that I had recorded in a different track earlier. This is like one of my old metal tracks. That's gnarly. And so maybe I could incorporate a little bit of that as like layers, because screams and stuff are extremely heavy, obviously. And also last time I think I made it at like 150 or 140 BPM. I actually want to make it at 175 this time. Not that I'm going to try and make a drum and bass track. I want to make it drum step. Just to spice it up, Gotta keep it spicy. Kick and snare. It is a little bit fast. Maybe I'll take it at like 170 or something like that. You know what? I like it. If you don't like it, then... Okay. Next up, cymbals. We'll have a normal crash cymbal on the one here, and then we'll have more of a China cymbal going on the other ones to just tribute metal a little bit. As I had expected, some people were a little peeved that what I did wasn't metal, but it's hard for metal to compete with the super low sub bass of Deathstep and like the super high sizzly top end. It affects the perceived loudness of the track. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to layer a sound effect. From the Platinum Producer Bundle, I'm going to take this sound. Where is it? Yeah, digital scream. And we are going to use that kind of as a snare layer, like in a way that you would do a pan snare. If we just give it an EQ, could be a fun snare layer. Yeah. And the next thing I do is I take the horror scream. And I just use this in the background. And we add more distortion. And more reverb. Whew. I want this track to be described as blood curdling. That's what I want. And now that we have this, let's go ahead and create a sidechain. That relatable moment when you're sidechaining your screams to your kicks. Happens to me all the time. Dadgum screams always getting in the way of my kicks. Oh. It's demonic. Jesus. I'm trying to make hell right here. Another thing I'm going to do right off the bat is add a white noise layer. I'm going through the layers right now, so when I get to the basses, I'll be able to hear it all in its full heaviness. And for this layer, we're going white noise. Not that. I said white noise. There we go. We all need a little Thicc oscillator in our life. Cut that, please. That was terrible. We all need a little Thicc oscillator. Oscillator. Screw the accents. We need a little bit of Thicc oscillator. because it has some good white noise. Will, why would you want to distort white noise? Because it's fun. It sounds like someone's screaming. And the pattern that we're going to play with this white noise is a very complicated one. I will add more white noise and stuff on top of the basses, but yeah, it's a good noise layer. And another thing I like to do is I like to find some glass samples. Maybe I have some of those. Yeah, this is what I want here. I have no clue where I got these, but little glass break-in. Just to add a little extra texture. Whoa, that's better. Will, why would you add distortion on top of glass breaking? That's why. Okay, we're really starting to raise hell here, and already I have a little bit of an idea as far as how I want to lay out all of this. Yeah, and I'm gonna have a super epic, crunchy, screamy bass just going like right here. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Maybe I could take this. Ooh, epic. And have this rise up in pitch. Ooh. I'm trying to make this thing like horror gore music. And you may be thinking to yourself, Will, why would you put Faturator on a horn? It screams at you. And I'm actually going to layer this over it, which is actually a little sound that I stole off off the track Black Hole by Schism and Trampa. Get Wrecked. I just heard it over this and I could not take it. Okay, but now it's time to make the first bass that I was going to do a second ago. And I want to just make this thing blood-curdling, spine-chilling, earth-shattering. Trying to think of more adjectives like bone-breaking, ground-pounding, skull-cracking. Yes, this is a recording of me going reed. And that's okay. I cannot tell you how much that scared me. A green screen, no! I gotta put this shit back. Oh, the clip fell off. Oh, gee. My green screen setup is, as the kids would say, clapped. All right, we're back in business. Yeah. Let's get some FM going up in here. Let's distort this boy. Whoa. Here's a little trick though. Look at how if I put this EQ before all the processing, how loud this bass is greatly controls like the distortion type. And now we're gonna cut the sub anyway, so what's going on down here really doesn't matter. So we can do some automation. Ooh, that's cool. Whoa. Yeah, we're definitely going to control that with an LFO. Hey. So let's route this into a new track for basses. And throw my Thicc Rack on here. Ooh, it's very spicy. That's awesome. Whoa. Whoa. That's heavy. Jesus Christ. He was not involved in this. And let me go ahead and create a sub to go under this. I like citrus for my subs. Don't you dare. I'm here in my green screen. We all know there's only one proper way to make a sub bass. Haters will say it's cringe. So I'm gonna take that guy. I'm gonna throw it right here. And it's going to be awesome. So once again, I have to make just a crazy bass to go in this area, and I think I want to layer two basses together. I'm a big fan of layers. So let's go like this. I can do something with this. Let me edit the articulator here. I really want to utilize screaming in this drop because when things scream, it just... yeah, like it's just so heavy. Let's throw some log distortion. Yes, but no. Yeah. Yo. This can be like super dissonant too, like that's totally okay. Look at that shape. Yeah, let's add the vibrato. I'm actually totally fine with that. I also added some new distortion plugins, some of which are free. This one's kind of glitched. And like this one is heavy. Yo. It's like a banshee. Okay, that's a start. And I'm gonna layer that with a really deep growly one. Let me get something crunchy and vital maybe. That could be fun. Oh, that's one of my tables. Taco Demon. You know what? We're using Taco Demon. I've noticed that Deathstep fans, they don't tend to be as concerned about the actual pattern of the drop they're playing as much as how, like, demon-like the sounds are. I think last time I was putting too much thought into the pattern, the intricate patterns that all the sounds are playing. So I'm just gonna focus on making the sounds sound evil. Deathstep fans, be offended. Ooh. Let's get a little movement in here. This is kind of starting to resemble like old Deathstep. Yeah. I'm going about it like a Riddim producer again, but here I am, a Riddim producer. Yo. It's got the crunchies, but I don't really care. This whole track has the crunchies. Yo. It scares me so bad every time this happens. I hear it and I feel it on my shoulder. Green screen, please have mercy. Yo. Yeah, this scream has to continue. It has to live on. I've been doing this for legitimately 2 hours and 15 minutes. I've only gotten this, but I gotta order food or something. I'm hungry. See what DoorDash has to offer. Oh, I could get a bagel sandwich. All right, the order is placed. It's on its way. Now it is time for me to see how much I can get done in the time that it takes the Dasher to get here. And then I need just a crazy, like, just anything happening right there. I wonder if I can actually take my vocals that I recorded and find a cool spot. Just something weird. You don't have to know what it's saying. I can even route these in the same channel as the other screams. Now let me just get some really glitchy, just heavy stuff. I can maybe use a big glitch here, like something like that. And I can also take the end of this and I can throw that in there as well. And then we'll have the sub bass kind of slide upward. And then we can take these sounds and we can make slightly different versions to go afterward. Yeah, a little bit different in tonality. Ah, this already sounds so cool. Now we'll make this one a little bit different as well. I guess I'll go with this one. It just has a different tonality than the other one, which is really what I was looking for. Does it sound mean and nasty and aggressive and heavy? Yes, it does, so I will go with it. And then I will add another sound on top of it. I'm actually going to go back to some of the presets that I used in the other video. The HaramBASS presets. Yeah. Ooh, that one's good. Sounds like if a gun could bark, that's what it would sound like. Make it really stereo. Yeah, we could try going in like 1/3. Oh, that could be even cooler. We'll layer another thing with it to kind of accent it. It's hidden in the background a lot right now, but I don't have that much of a problem with it being really hidden in the back. If I wanted to be really fun, I could do this. Nah, I don't think it sounds good though. I could even add a little laser there if I wanted to. Like if I take this guy, which already sounds really cool on his own. But I can layer this over the gun pluck area. Ooh. Okay, I layered this kick, this little bit of the kick that I used to layer with the big kick, like that, and it layers so well. Like it adds that punch to the drum, to the gun sound that I think I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it unique, and I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and I'm going to use it to layer over the gun sound. Oh, my food's here. Woo! Yeah. Oh, I have a corner. There we are. Ah, it's hot. I'm gonna let my bagel sandwich cool down for a minute. So now I need like a bomb, like a double hit right here. I'm not really thinking overall as far as the pattern goes. I'm just taking it sound by sound. Sure, I'll do that. Let me go through some of my Serum presets for inspiration. It's kind of cool. Yeah, we can start with that. Now it just needs fattening up, or thickening up in this case. Ho-ho. And you guys are probably wondering how many times I'm going to be shocked by something sounding loud and heavy when I throw Saturator on it, and the answer is I will be shocked every time. It could still use a layer, but maybe this thing's cooled down for me enough. Oh, that's good. Breakfast bagels. Blueberry bagels are the best kind of bagels, no cap. An argument can be made for cinnamon raisin, but anyone who eats plain bagels has to be depressed or something like that. Yeah, I can use that. I just need to really boost it up here. Yeah. This is actually a spatula scraped across my counter. Yeah, just as background, just a little Foley texture. Oh, and I know exactly what's going to come after this. It's going to be a jo. It's not 6/8 like this part is. It's like a jo. It's like half that time. So 1/3. This is all I've done in like 3 hours. This is not good. Then again, I have been making most of my sounds from scratch, so I'll make another one. Screw it, we're going from E up to G. Ooh. Whoa. That's just a saw wave.
Destroy them with lasers.
What if I had the saw pan back and forth? That could be cool. There's screams in the beginning. There's screams in this part. There's screams in the background. And I need more screaming right here. Because it just sounds too empty. Also, I need to add sub bass. I almost forgot about that. Don't forget the sub bass. I wasn't being creepy whispering that. Just, it was, if you know, you know. Forgot about those. Well, we know what we're using. Yeah, this is a little better if I go like this. That should be fine. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Should I do the old stereo delay? Whoa. I'm gonna say yes, I should do that because that sounds sick. Yo, that glitch right before the knife. Oh. And this is the good thing about having samples like this that are just crazy, is that you can throw them in these little areas, just a small little thing like that, and you can like scroll through them and browse through them to try to find the good spots. Like there's some high frequency action here, which I actually like right before it hits. Yeah, now I have to figure out something to go in this gap. I suppose I could do like drums if I wanted. And have a little like tom fill or something. But maybe I could keep putting heavy stuff in there. Trying to figure out what would be just a really cool thing to put in that fill. A chainsaw, that would be awesome. Here we are. It only has to happen for just a second. Ooh, it's like a little riser. And I'm going to make it heavier as well. Operation OTT the Chainsaw is underway. Yeah. Yo! 2 of those hooks have already come off again. I need to upgrade my green screen. What would happen if we put little altar boy on a chainsaw? Whoa! I like that. And I'm going to layer with that chainsaw a little bit of bass. I want just something gnarly. It could be juicy. Yeah. That's what I want. What if we reversed it? Yo. So it's like a cyber chainsaw. I'm with that. I'm going with that. And yeah, we'll add a little bit of crunch to it. Why not? Oh, listen how cool it is with the... with like the scream going into it. Damn. Maybe in this situation we can do the chopped up scream that I tried to do in the beginning. That would be sick if I just added a shh right at that point. Shh. Or something in there just like quiet and down. What would be really funny is if I added a... And then I just make unique, and then this one goes over this way, and this one goes over this way, bada bing, bada boom. Shh. You know what this needs is this needs strings. Not just any strings though, this is gonna be a special pattern of strings. I give you some special strings. It's gonna be like that. We're making horror strings. Isn't that horrifying? Okay, now I need to make sure that this bit, it's even harder, so I need to put another thing like on the 1. Yeah, that could add. Maybe I should put the choir. It's so Code Pandorum, but I think I'm going to put the choir. What if I put that? I feel like someone needs to be saying something here. Or maybe like a riser. And now let's make some of these basses unique so it isn't like exactly the same each time. I remember this guy. The Taco Demon. Whoa. It's kind of juicy. Whoa. And who's to say I can't put the chainsaw here? I think I can put the chainsaw here. And then in this last bit, before it goes into the last fill, listen to those strings, man. Before it goes into the last fill, it could like do something just a little bit different. It could go back into like some third beat action. Like that's kind of sick. And we can use a bit of the glitches to fill in that space. Whoa. That sounds like a triple hit. It works out, man. Alright, I think it's in a pretty good state. Let me try to throw a mastering chain on it. Alright, after about 4.5 hours of work. It takes a long time, man. After about 4.5 hours of work, I think I am done with the heaviest track in the world. Now, it did turn out to be a drop. Just like last time, turned out to be pretty much exactly the same length. But here, real quick, I'm going to play you my previous attempt. This is peaking at 0 dB, just like before, and then I'm going to compare it to the one I just made. It's gonna be close. That was, I forgot how good that was. All right, well, let me throw the mastering chain that I just made back on this guy and let's give it a listen. I consider that a win. I think it's heavier than the other one. Let me know what you think in the comments. As far as mixing goes, I think the mixing is probably about the same. They're both mixed very similarly. They're crushed through the master in a very similar fashion. Maybe this was crushed a little bit harder to be a little more distorted. I consider it to be heavier mainly because of the actual content that I was doing. I had a lot more layers in this one before. I used a lot more screaming. It sounded a lot more aggressive as far as the actual, like I had the chainsaw in there. Like, there's some stuff that I really can't call my track less heavy than the other one because of it. So I think the one I made today was a notch above the other one, but of course, let me know what you think as well. Also, to go ahead and address some of the comments that I probably will get because I got a good amount of these comments on the last video. A lot of people requested that, like, they were disappointed that I didn't do hardcore or like some kind of hard style for the heaviest track in the world. And I'm going to be completely honest. Hardcore is... It is a genre of music. So that's all I have to say about that. It's not that I don't like hardcore. I really don't think it's the heaviest. Maybe if I ever down the line decide to do a part 3 of this, maybe I'll attempt to make the heaviest hardcore track that I've ever heard. That could also be fun. Also, as you can see, I started the video late at night. It's now morning. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Happy producing.